I could be friends with a Trump supporter. I won't give them a kidney, but I could be friends with them. I mean, the question...
Oh, boy, we back with these women on the spew. Not the view, the spew. Get your bag. I got a bag for everybody, just in case you're new here and you didn't bring your bag. Because we know whatever's going to come out their mouth, it's going to be bad. Especially this one right here. But she says she can be friends with a Trump supporter, but she will not give you a kidney. You must die, Trump supporter. MAGA, you must die. Sorry. Hasta capista. Yeah. Oh, boy.
The thing about it is it's not just about politics. It's about morality, ethics. It's about cruelty. It's about discrimination. And it's about a lot of things. So those are personal human values. We're not really just talking about fiscal conservative who pays more taxes. We're talking about you as a human being. So it's hard to be...
Look at Sonny. Yeah. Yeah. The race baiter and the race hustler. She loves it. These women on the spew, man.
Aid. Most of the rage from MAGA supporters, however, was directed not towards him, but towards Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who...
Yeah. Oh, Amy, they're calling him backstabber, traitor, can't be trusted. Send us our money back. Money gone, money stolen. Hands caught in the cookie jar. Yeah. They don't want it to be America first.
Also sided with liberals. So does it give you some hope? Are you surprised that they turned on her? Suddenly they would say she's in... Now, what are the letters? Because I keep messing with... DEI. They were accusing her. Now, she's been sitting justice for 5 years. I guess they just realized she was female. I mean...
Oh, let's get into this.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh, can we please get this off the screen? Why do we keep putting this back on the screen? Oh, whoopee turds. Terminator. Oh, Karen. Yeah. Shout out to all the other Karens on the channel. I know y'all hate that the Karen term has ruined it for everybody. I know, family. But I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. Hope y'all came in here with your bag. Get ready. Because we got the spew. And they prove us right time and time again. They expose the corruption in the light. But we got a good one right here. They're talking about political differences in friendships. Can a Democrat and a Republican be a friend? Can a Trump supporter or a Biden and Kamala supporter be a friend? And y'all know how I feel about that, man. And we should all come together and unite. You know, I got friends that are Democrats, liberals, you know. I think liberals and conservatives can come together. And we all can come together, man. You know, but they want everybody divided. And this show right here is the most divisive, dividing show there could be. Race hustling, race baiting. You know, the hatred that comes out their mouth. You know, don't know how this show is still on air. But let's get into it. And then we're also going to get into the Miss Barrett, Amy, Supreme Court Justice. Who we're calling a backstabber, can't be trusted, traitor. Due to the, you know, we want our money back. We want our money to stop being stolen. Yeah, with foreign aid. So let's get into all this. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Join the family. We are almost at 500,000 beautiful patriots around the world. Man. Hello? I would like a refund. Every last dime, penny back, plus interest, and put all that taxes y'all took out. Put that taxes, put it back in there. I want a whole full refund. And tell Michelle, Big Mike, she got a mushroom tip. Click.
Lotus, or the Caucasian lotus as I call it, is about ultra-rich people going to exotic locations. But there's a conversation from the latest episode that a lot of Americans can relate to these days. Take a look.
Wait, are you a Republican? No. Okay. I'm an independent. But Dave is. An independent.
Independent.
Since when? You didn't vote for Trump, though, did you?
I did.
Are we really going to talk about Trump tonight?
There's a lot of people in that category. You know, a lot of people, man. A lot of independents. You know, a lot of us conservative independents who've been dragged through the mud. You know, and I speak for all y'all, man. I know we've all gotten dragged through the mud, blocked, unfriended, unfollowed, not invited to the party, to the family dinner. You know, people are now just in their feelings. They're so woke. Stay woke. Everybody's woke in their feelings. Trump derangement syndrome. Now there's Musk derangement syndrome. You know, you can't even talk anything with anybody anymore. It's all feelings. You know, same with what happened yesterday. People, you know, politicizing a 13-year-old kid with brain cancer that survived. He's been through 13 surgeries, but we can't get up and celebrate the kid because of Trump. Everything Trump does not have to be politicized. You know, we can't put politics aside. What? A kid. That's where I draw the line, man. Let's continue.
Okay, first off, these women, if you watch, are not actually friends. They don't know anything about each other's lives. They're kind of passive-aggressive throughout.
Kind of. They're aggressive-aggressive.
It's not nice. But also, I always talk about, my friends are very equally split. My best friend's a Democrat, but in our immediate group, we have people who voted for Trump. If you know people to their core, you know their values, and you know why they decided, you can respect them and coexist with them supporting somebody that you didn't. This is just clearly like they're not even talking to her about who she is, like how she likes to live her life. I find
could be
it
friends
bizarre.
with a Trump supporter. I won't give them a kidney, but I could be friends with them.
See,
I mean,
Like, why does she, like, I just don't know why she even opens up her mouth. I could be friends with a Trump supporter, but I wouldn't give them a kidney. Joy, I'm pretty sure most Trump supporters wouldn't want your kidney. We want your shot drunk, piss drunk kidney anyways, Joy. I'm just saying. Let me not say that. I take that back. There are some people out there that need, you know, let me tell you, I'm sorry, family. I shouldn't say that. You know, because there are people out there in need, man. But when it comes to this lady, you know, Joy. Same person that used to rub her hand and kiss all over Donald Trump back in the day. Oh, Donald. Oh, Donald. Oh, Donald. Oh, Donald.
question, the thing about it is it's not just about politics. It's about morality, ethics. It's about cruelty. It's about discrimination. It's about a lot of things. So those are...
Coming from this show, she really just said that.
Personal human values. We're not really just talking about fiscal conservative who pays more taxes. We're talking about you as a human being. So it's hard to be friends with someone who signs on to something like that. On the other hand, they're open to discussion. I like to talk to them, find out what exactly do you know about this guy.
Yeah, I agree with that because I think, you know, we're in abnormal times. This is not the Republic.
Oh, and then it gets worse and worse and worse. Oh, and this lady here. It's going to be something about fear-mongering, the race card, property. We just know what this lady, what type of time she's on.
Republican Party of yesterday. This is sort of the Trump. I think it's the Trumpican Party in many respects. It's so extreme. And if someone is supporting or voting for someone who is hurting members of my family, members of my community, our elderly, our children, gutting our government, firing people, I do have a hard time.
Oh my God! I told you the fear-mongering. You know, common sense is back. You know, the fat has to be taken out. Things need to be cleaned. Things need to be drained. We the people have been spit on, Sonny. We've come last, left in the dark, lied to. From some of your people.
Being friends with that person. But what I will say about the show, because I love White Lotus, this is its third season, these are friends that used to be very, very close, and they now have grown apart. One is living in Austin, Texas. That's the Trumper. The Trump voter. There's another one who's a New York lawyer, and there's another one that lives in Los Angeles who's an actor. So they are now getting back together and realizing that their friendship has changed, and that does happen.
But I think that also growing up where I grew up, it's very common to know people that vote differently. I went from Midwest conservative life to super liberal East Coast life, and I also know that Joy, when you mentioned, like, how could anyone vote for that? When you go into their bubbles and you see the coverage they're
That's
watching
right.
and their
That's what I was
families
gonna
and their
say.
churches,
Right.
they're not voting on this awful human being that you're seeing over here. They're voting on the way it's captured with their own beliefs. I tend to show what you said is more curiosity, because if I share the values, which I love people that did vote for him, and I love them, that part is more important to me. So I'm more curious as to why you made that decision and getting to that understanding.
Yeah, I think that you can talk to people because they're getting their information from
very different
sources.
silos.
Yeah, I know. And I think that basic people are good. I do. I believe
Yeah, no more fake news. Yeah, ratings are in the toilet. CNNs, the MSNBCs, ABSs, the CBSs. You know, most of them committed election interference, fear mongering, propaganda, fake news, fake headlines. Didn't want to play the full thing. Lied. Didn't tell the truth. Not even a lick of it, just a lick of truth. Yeah, there's somewhere else, Joy. And us independent media is kicking butt. Yeah, maybe your ratings would be better if you knew how to tell the truth.
Americans are basically good people and have empathy for, like right now, didn't we just read something about how he doesn't want Ukrainians who have citizenship to retain that? I think that that's something that people can relate to and say, I feel bad for these people. No matter how you vote, empathy is, again, a human emotion. And if you don't have it, you really need to see a shrink.
And they're crappy people of every political field.
Yeah.
She wants to talk about empathy.
Well, as I've been saying, this is not a new field. When I grew up, the grand wizard of the KKK was in office. He was a congressman. We had senators. So this is not this is not unusual. These folks have always been here. All those, the racists, the misogynists, they.
Yeah, that's what they call us, huh? Yeah. Not because we want, world peace. We want common sense. We want to be able to go inside of a grocery store, be able to get some gas, we want to be able to walk down the street, feel safe, and just get on the subway, get on the train, just feel safe, we want to figure out where's the money going to, what's happening. We need transparency, but it seems like these last couple of years we've been lied to, and our country's in piss poor shape. Whoopee, piss poor shape. Criminals walking around in the streets, smiling. And they down there in Washington too, in the swamp. They down there smiling. Worth millions of dollars on $100,000 salary, but worth millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Have $1 million homes. As they let them in, just come on in, it's wide open. And then our money goes to luxury hotels. Yeah. Send our money down into Ukraine, yeah. Send them another big check. Money gone, money stolen. Yeah, send the money over there so we can figure out if we can make the mice transgender. Yeah, can the shrimp run on the treadmill? Let's play Elmo down there too. Let's put Elmo down there, and Big Bird. Yeah. So we're all Nazis, garbage, racist. It's misogyny, sexism. Yeah, this is why they will continue to lose.
They've always been in here, and so what we have to always do, regardless of who you voted for, you still got to pay your rent, you still got to take care of your kids, you still got to take care of your business. And maybe some of what's happening, like, they're trying to take apart the Department of Education.
Yes.
Maybe that is a good thing, because maybe it will force us to make sure that our kids actually get what they need. Maybe it'll force us to go to our state and say, listen, I want to make sure, since you're taking all this money from my taxes, I want to make sure that my kids get exactly what they need. I don't have to wait for the government to do it. We can do it. This is now in our hands. This is in our hands, and it's going to be tough, and nobody wants to do it because it's a bitch. But you know what? If it comes down to your survival, this is what you got to do. You got to take care of what you got to take care of.
All right, Karen. All right, Terminator. Okay. Let's get into this other one with this Supreme Court Justice, Miss Amy Barrett. Let's check it out.
So there was a moment from Tuesday night's joint address to Congress that raised a lot of speculation about whether some Supreme Court justices are loyal to the U.S. Constitution or to this guy. Take a look.
Thank you again. Thank you again. Don't forget.
Some people were freaking out because he was saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said maybe they crossed in the gentleman's room and he said, thank you for letting me go first. I don't know. But hours after that, conservative Chief Justice Roberts sided with liberal justices against the sitting president, who is cutting off $2 billion in foreign aid. Most of the rage from MAGA supporters, however, was directed not towards him, but towards Justice Amy Coney Barrett, who also sided with liberals. So does it give you some hope? Are you surprised that they turned on her? Suddenly they were saying she's in. Now, what are the letters? Because I keep messing with DEI. They were accusing her. Now, she's been sitting justice for 5 years. I guess they just realized she was female. I mean, because,
well, she's been voting for Trump mostly. So now she didn't, and then they turn her. You have to be 100% loyal to the king or the man.
Well, you're supposed to be loyal to the Constitution as a Supreme Court justice.
Here they go, same old narrative.
Well, I just didn't think I would live to see the day that Amy Coney Barrett was declared a rhino by MAGA. This so often happens.
Amy Coney Barrett.
I mean, this is just wild to me, and I deal with this a lot, where my positions have just not fundamentally changed, but the parties did, and she was right from a conservative constitutional standpoint in this ruling. It is about the separation of powers. It's about the fact that Congress has the power of the purse. These were congressionally appropriated funds. The executive branch, we wouldn't want Barack Obama to just willy-nilly cancel congressionally appropriated funds. You should want the same. But also this DEI hire. This was somebody who was so celebrated by conservatives when she was confirmed. There was this famous moment. She held up a notepad in the confirmation hearing because she needed no notes. Graduated #1 in her class from Sonny's alma mater.
Notre Dame Law School, everybody.
She's a mom of 7.
All right. We don't care, Sonny. We don't care.
Kids. She clerked for Scalia, the D.C. appeals court. She is objectively qualified, whether you like her politics or not. But it just goes to show that if you, on anything, are on the other side of Trump, they will.
We know she's qualified.
His supporters will just go to the earth's crust
Did they do that
against
to
you.
Corinne the other day? We're talking to Corinne St. Jean-Pierre.
Corinne, yeah. I mean, she's
Big binder. We don't miss the binder.
so qualified. And I read off a list of her qualifications, but I think what people don't understand.
Ketanji Brown.
Yes,
They're doing it to also women also.
Well, we all
Just
know
women
that white women are.
I'm getting into this now. Now I realize I don't even want to play this part of the video. I think this was a big mistake. Oh my goodness, it just gets worse with these women.
Are the group that really, I guess, got the most out of affirmative action, and people don't talk about that. So I think the MAGA crowd is now also saying, diversity, equity, inclusion applies to white women too.
Yeah.
And I think that's surprising to people. But back to the court, I to Alyssa's point, I think people are.
Yeah, how she made it about color. Told y'all, this ain't crap. Everything's about color with this lady. Every single take she has. Color, color, color. Black, white, black, white supremacists, black people. Yeah. What you gonna say next, Sonny? Fried chicken and Kool-Aid. Watermelon. What are you gonna say, ma'am?
Somewhat encouraged by the Supreme Court ruling because it was 5-4, and they said, there's executive overreach here. There are 3 branches, equal branches of government: the legislative branch that has the power of the purse, that's Congress, and then you have the judicial branch, which the Supreme Court is part of, and then of course the executive branch with Donald Trump. And this executive branch, Donald Trump, is trying to say, you know what? Even though Congress approved $2 billion of aid, by the way, a lot of it has already been, the work has been done. They just haven't been paid. Now the executive branch is saying, no, Congress, we're not paying it. That is executive overreach to the extreme. And so I'm not surprised that Amy Coney Barrett did this, but the Supreme Court could have done more, everybody. The Supreme Court could have said, pay the bill. They didn't do that.
No,
what they did instead is they kicked it back to the federal, district court judge, circuit court judge, and what they said was, you have to clarify what obligations the government must fulfill. Well, there should be no clarification. Congress approved $2 billion worth of foreign aid. Some of the work has been done. There's a contract, a legal binding contract, and the money must be paid. So I'm not that excited about this Supreme Court decision.
Explain this to me, though. So what I had read was that the government now has to disperse this $2 billion in payments, and what the Supreme Court dissent wanted was put a stay, stop the payments, because they can't undo it once it's been paid, which is why Amy Coney Barrett is getting credit for, again, I don't know why, judges they have to abide by the Constitution and how they interpret it. So I hate when it's
this is her job.
This is her job.
Yeah.
And by the way, they can't just say, I voted this way, like Congress. They have to tell you why they voted that way and how they got there by showing their work. But my understanding is that the reason it was a little bigger than just kicking it down the can is they are now going to have to pay the money out, and they can't undo that once it's done.
That's not what the decision, that's not what the order was. It was a very brief order, which was unsigned, which is typical.
The longer we go down,
All of these brief orders, what it's
send us our money back. Give everybody a refund plus interest. Yeah. Plus interest. But again, they will never understand America first. They will never understand Again, the same old talking points, man.
Where you really, I know this is getting wheezy because I'm a legal nerd,
think?
but what you really need to, sorry, but what you really need to look at is Justice Alito's dissent,
He was
which basically
stunned, he
says, this is ridiculous. We don't have to pay it. What do we have to pay?
That's Alito.
And so, and it is, it's unconstitutional, and that's Alito. So this is not something that we should be that excited about because it could go right back to the Supreme
She
Court.
did the right thing.
Yeah, and I did want to know.
She
Oh,
did.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to talk about something else, but whatever.
Do it.
Well, just
Americans come last and we are ripped off, you know? And that's why we spoke loud and clear, you know? Spoke loud and clear for a reason, man. We've been left in the dark. We come last. We've been spit on. Money over there, over here, over here, over here. You know, a disgrace, man. But I can't watch any more of these women, man. I can't hear. That's it for me today. Sorry. Let me know what y'all think of this. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, family.